Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am doing a new video. This is something that I haven't really done on my channel before. Everybody does it. If you are subscribed to a beauty blogger, beauty YouTuber, they always do their monthly favorites or hits and misses or whatever. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to call mine. I'll probably figure it out somewhere down on the road. But I didn't initially start doing these videos because I didn't think I was such a huge influencer to the point where I thought people would want to know the things that I was liking for the month and things that I wasn't. I like to change up my makeup a lot to cater to the seasons because I do have oily skin. So I just want to go ahead and get into this. So if you guys want to see the things that I've been liking and disliking for the month of August, you're in the right place. So just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just go in the order that I put my makeup on. So the very first thing that I always do are my brows. Now, my brows are not the most perfect brows here on YouTube. I struggle with this all the time. Some days are better than others. Some days they're sisters. Some days they're like distant cousins. Honestly, I haven't really found a high-end pencil that I absolutely love. Everybody loves the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I do like that pencil. It is a bit pricey. I mean, it's like 20 bucks, and if you use it every single day, you probably go through them once a month maybe. So, I like drugstore stuff. I really love drugstore stuff. It's so easily accessible, and I mean the price point is just always really good for your wallet, especially when you spend so much on makeup from month to month. The two pencils that I personally really love from the drugstore are these two. This is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, and it's just like a little micro pencil. You have your pencil on this side and your spoolie. I don't know if you can see that. So I always use mine in like dark brown. I know everybody raves about the NYX pencils. I do like the one in ash brown because I don't like my brows to be so warm, but I don't know. I don't really reach for that one. I do have it on right now. But like I said, I always like to switch up my products, but this one's the one that I go to all the time. I use this like every single day. This is like maybe my third or second one. And then the other one that I really like, but again, I like pencils that are pigmented, but I like them to be sort of like in the middle of pigment, like really nice and soft, and then waxy. I don't know, I feel like there's a nice medium in between, and that's what I like my pencils to be. This one is leaning towards more of the softer kind of pencil, so it's very pigmented. If you're starting out with your brows, I don't know if I would go with this. It is really easy to blend out, but I do really like this. It is one of those little micro pencils, and it has a spoolie at the end. And I get this one in the darkest color. I think this is like just dark brown or something. I really like this one, and I like this one. So if you are like, if you like softer pencils, this is the way to go. If you like more kind of the waxier pencil, this is really nice. Now, the next thing I'm going to go to are my eye primers. I use tons of different eye primers. I do have very oily lids, so a lot of the times I don't like to use stuff that's really liquidy because it makes my eyeshadow crease. So I always have to use an eye primer. I don't typically use concealer, and the two that I've really been liking, the one that I really first started using is this. This is the NYX shadow base in Skin Tone, and it's just that really like thick cream consistency. I will say that my lids do still get a little oily with this, so like if I'm using shimmer shadows, this does kind of crease, But a lot of the times when I'm just doing like a matte eyeshadow look, I will use this one, and it's really nice. It does keep my eyeshadow on all day, and it's kind of a corrector. So if you have kind of dark pigmented lids or like veins that you want to hide, this is really nice. The next one that I really like, and this is something that I use all the time, and it does help control the oils on my lids and it doesn't make anything crease, is this BH Cosmetics Smooth Canvas Primer. I have the color Bisque, and it is very thick. I usually just apply this with a brush, like a little concealer brush or something, and then pat it out with my ring finger. And sometimes I'll set it. A lot of times I won't. I'll just let it dry down and then go in with my eyeshadow. But this is awesome. If you have oily lids, I would look into picking this up. This is super affordable. I think these were $8 or something like that on BH Cosmetics, and a lot of the times, especially now, I think because they're having like an end of the summer sale, I think these are on sale. So you should check this out, BH Cosmetics Smooth Canvas Eyeshadow Primer. I have so many eyeshadow palettes. I try to use a different one every single day, especially when I'm filming, because I know you guys like to see a lot of versatility in my makeup looks and stuff. So on my days off, I typically stay to the same things, especially the same palettes. And the ones that I've really been loving, of course, is my Physicians Formula Classic Nudes Eyeshadow Quad. This is a matte eyeshadow quad. You don't see very many matte shadows in the drugstore. This thing is awesome. It has all your transition colors in there. If you are primarily a drugstore makeup user, you need to pick this up. This is just so nice. I use it with a lot of the looks, especially if I have like a shimmery eyeshadow palette that doesn't have a lot of transition colors and stuff. This is something to look into. The other two that I've really been liking, and I just got these, and it's crazy that they're going into this month's favorites, are these two. These are the Wet n Wild eyeshadow color icon eyeshadow trios, and they're the new ones that came out for the fall edition. This one is called Plaid to the Bone. Now, I haven't done a tutorial with both of these. I will be putting something up here pretty soon, but these shadows are so pigmented. But my favorite one in both of these fall collection for the Wet n Wild is this one, if I can get it open. It's called Vixen, Velour Vixen, and of course this would be my favorite one because of this cranberry shadow. I just love cranberry eyeshadows. This is more of a satin kind of, has a satin kind of finish, and this is a matte shadow. This is a shimmery kind of shadow, and it does have a little bit of glitter in it. I wanted to do a smoky eye with this and then more of a wearable eye. I did do a really nice eye look with this, and I posted it on my Instagram. I did not film a tutorial for that, so if you guys want a tutorial, just leave a comment down in the comment section and I'll be sure to film that for you guys. Two eyeliners that I've really been using also throughout the summer are these two. This is the Physicians Formula 2-in-1 Eye Booster Pen, and it's in ultra black. This does dry matte. I love this thing. I have the Kat Von D Trooper liner, or the liquid liner that's like this in the pen form. That does not compare to this. This goes over shimmer. It is so black. It lasts forever as well. It does not smudge, and I have hooded eyes, and like I said, I have oily lids. A lot of the times I have problems with like eyeliner transferring onto the hood of my eye, and it just, there's like nothing worse than having your eyeliner transfer and it just looks all muddy and gross, like you've just been like a sweaty mess. This does not do that. This holds up through everything. So if you're in the market for a new eyeliner pen, this This is awesome. Another one that I like to kind of layer it on top of it if I want a very, very like dramatic eye is this one. This is the NYX matte liquid liner. This is really awesome too. It isn't very user friendly for me specifically because I'm not the best at wing liner. It is really nice for layering. I like to use this on like my actual where my lash line is, and then creating the wing is really easy with this. But a lot of the times, because like I said, I'm not the best at wing liner, I do use tape to help with the wing. But this is really nice. It's very black and it is very matte. Primers. Two primers that I've really been loving, and one is my holy grail. This works with everything. This is the Benefit Professional. I do have a lot of texture in this area right here, so this is where I primarily use this primer. It just works with everything. It helps keep you matte, it smooths out your skin, and it helps your foundation stay on a lot longer, especially when you do have oily skin. It's good to use a mattifying primer because a lot of the times when your oils seep through your foundation, it can break your foundation down in certain areas depending on where you get the oiliest. So I would suggest using a mattifying primer or a smoothing primer and a mattifying primer, and this by far is the best for me. Another one that I've really been liking for the summertime and for this month also is this. This is the NYX Angel Veil. This doesn't have a very, like, if you compare these together, this has a more thicker consistency. It does really fill in those pores. This is more of a liquidy kind of consistency, but it does do the same thing. It helps smooth out your skin, and it does have sort of like a powdery kind of finish when you're rubbing it all over your face. It does like mattify, that's what I want to say. It helps mattify your face. So this is a 2-in-1 also. You could use this by itself or use these together. I have done that. I like to mix a lot of my products together to help like get that airbrush look, and that's exactly what these two do. And so two foundations that I've really been loving are the Maybelline Matte and Poreless and the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. I have a review on this. If you guys would like to see it, I will link it down below in the description bar. This is my second bottle and this is my second bottle. I just love these two. This actually has, I feel like it has more coverage than this, but if you want more of like a natural skin-like appearance, I would go with this. This isn't totally matte. It does give your face more of a like a satin kind of finish. I really do like this. It does not sink into my pores. It's very lightweight and the coverage is buildable. As far as this one goes, this has maybe like a high medium coverage compared to that one. I do like applying this with a brush. That one I like to apply with a beauty blender. And this does keep you really matte. So if you really like that matte kind of skin and then you only like to put highlight in certain areas, this is really nice. It'll keep you matte. For me, it lasts about 4 to 5 hours depending on how hot it is or what I'm doing. I just love this stuff. It's awesome. Like I said, I have a review on it, so I'll go ahead and link that down below in the description. The next thing I wanted to talk about was a setting spray. And the setting spray that I've really been liking for the summertime is this guy. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. This will make your makeup last through everything. I got caught in a rainstorm in this once. I was walking out to my car and it was pouring rain and I didn't have an umbrella, and I had this to set my face that day, and I got into my car and I was thinking, oh my gosh, my brows are probably running down my face. I probably have like splotches all over my face. Nothing. I doused my face in this, and this is something that I just use all the time, and it's super affordable. This is like I think $4 at the drugstore. It's really great. It's a good product. You need to check this out. So these are the things that were a huge miss for me these past couple of months. A very huge miss for me was this one. This is the Flower Beauty Miracle Matte Translucent Finishing Powder. This has very bad flashbacks. So even like just putting it on your face and setting your face with it, it does leave a white cast when you're taking flash photography. I feel like it does cling to certain areas of your foundation when you're setting your foundation. It does not necessarily cling to dry patches, but it just clings to areas of your face, and it just makes you look like you have polka dots all over your face. It doesn't bake very well. I've heard that there is another powder by her that doesn't have like the silica in it. So I wanted to pick that up, but this, I would not repurchase it. I don't even really want to use it. I kind of just want to throw it away. That's how much I really don't like this thing. I feel like a lot of people have been saying how much they like this. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. This, throughout the summer, I don't know what it is. Every time I set my face with this powder, I feel like I get patches where my foundation has actually rubbed off. Even with baking, I bake with this, and a lot of the times on my chin and around my nose is where the powder will come off, and powder and the foundation will come off. It'll just leave everything looking so gross and patchy, and I mean, like, there's no coming back from like using this powder. Maybe during the winter time it'll be a different story, but right now it doesn't work. I don't know. Foundation. Now, I did a review and a first impressions on this foundation. This is the L'Oreal Pro Glow Foundation, and for a summertime look, for a summertime foundation, this does not work. Does not work, does not work. I know I said I liked it in my review and my first impressions, and then using it more and more, especially with the heat, and it's been very humid lately. It's been raining a lot. I don't know, this just doesn't wear as well as I want it to. I do have the L'Oreal Lumi Cushion, and I like that way better than I like this. The coverage is really nice on both of these. I don't have any problems with the coverage, it's just the wear. This makes me really greasy looking, and I don't really like that. Whereas the L'Oreal one, I feel like it doesn't, my oils don't come out as much using that foundation. It is very light, the Lumi Cushion. And with this one, I especially get oily a lot right here. It is very moisturizing. It is very lightweight. It's just not something that I would use for the summertime or right now. Maybe once it starts to cool off a lot more, like towards November, this will be a really nice foundation. But right now, it just is not something that I reach for all the time. Thank you so much for watching. This was a very long video, I know, but you guys made it to the end. And if you're new here, please subscribe. I do upload 2 to 3 videos every week, and I would love for you guys to join my YouTube family. You guys mean so much to me. Like I said, I will be planning a giveaway here pretty soon. I guess within the next month or two, I will. And so stay tuned for that. You have to be subscribed to enter, and I'll have all that stuff in another video. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a really awesome day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.